Hello and welcome to day 2 of the 7-day chakra challenge. Please forgive the sunglasses, but as you can see what I'm working into, though I feel rude from one sensitive to another, I'm sure you understand I wouldn't be able to see a thing without these on. So today, sacral center, woo, juicy one. So this center is located between the root and your belly button. So between your groin and your belly button, and it is orange in colour. Well, it tends to be associated with orange, and it governs the sexual and reproductive organs and many others, but I'm not going into the physical ones on these chakra challenges. But the pattern that it relates to is how we relate to our gender, our pleasure, our sexuality, our sense of uniqueness. It's the birthplace of us. I think this one is such an important chakra, especially for those of us that consider themselves to be the white sheep. In other families, they make up the majority of my client group, and this center is really important. So let me express it like this. So if you were young and growing up and your survival needs are met and you are relatively happy, relatively secure, you feel safe, and then you start to notice that you're different from people. You've got different preferences, you've got different desires, you've got different needs. Makes you unique, and these are ever changing, and it's the source of your creativity. It's where your creative ideas kind of well up from. It's the sense that makes you you. So this is the one where I believe your soul is birthed into this reality, your soul self. And Aurora has worked with people and myself and talks a lot about the pelvic area being the birthing of the soul. So this one, let me just see if I can turn around. So if you grew up and you didn't believe for one reason or another that you had a right to your own desires, and you became a people pleaser pretty quick, you realised that was the way to keep safe, or the way to, maybe you were bullied, or just really, we are sensitive, so it doesn't take much sometimes to deeply hurt us. So we can become people pleasers really quickly, to the point that we forget what our own desires are. We lose touch with them. So what's exciting about that is that process can start at any time in your life. If I'm hands on heart, I would say that this year has really been the solid birthing of me in that chakra. So just take a moment, and I want to make sure that you see this as an opportunity to start asking those questions now. What is it that I desire? What is it that I want? And what short things can I give you now that you can do today and over the coming days and weeks and months, if you want to, if you feel like this is an important chakra to you? What can I give you to do? So this is about your emotions as well, and it's associated with water. That's why I brought you here. Look at this gorgeous beach. Now you don't have to go on holiday. If you want to go on holiday, feel free, but don't say Cara Wild from CaraWild.com tell me I've got to go on holiday to operate my sacral center. I'm not having it. So, but water is associated with emotions. If you think of it, it's like the sweetness of life, and that's really important because many of my clients experience a huge appetite for life that translates into this overeating pattern, or addiction to sugar, or addiction to some kind of sugar. And if you think about how sensitives tend to want to be nice and people pleasing, and we have to shove down our desires or get our pleasure from somewhere. It's like, do I get pleasure from a Mars bar, or do I want something more for myself? But that can help us understand why we might have some issues with addictions. So, some really short, simple things that you can do. Get to water. Doesn't have to be like this. It can be a bath, but with intention. The intention to experience sensual pleasure. That's what it's all about. You can also walk. Now, see if I can do this on sand. I can't show you, but walk with from your hips. Your hip area is all about the sacral. So walk from your hips like Marilyn Monroe, baby. If you want to send me a picture or a video of you today walking from your hips, you can hashtag Chakra Challenge and let me see it. Just think Elvis Presley too. So you can, not the lip bit, but the hip bit. So you can bend your knees and you can rotate your pelvis in a circular motion. Some yoga poses are really good for that. Play and laugh. Just find small ways to play and laugh like a child. That's really good for this center. And if you want to start thinking about what your desires and your pleasures are, if you are a strong people pleaser, you're going to be making sure that you're not disapproved. So even it can get to the point where even disagreeing with somebody is really scary. So I would suggest, if that's you, just start to journal on your own. You know, small things, baby steps take you in the right direction. And, you know, think about it as a soul to self conversation. And you might want to experiment. You might want to see whether you do like things. Try new things. Take small risks, ones that feel manageable. Touch yourself in any way that you want to, because tantric sex and sexual pleasure without guilt is also associated with this chakra. So touch yourself in any way that feels good. Touch your body, touch your skin, stand in front of the mirror. If you feel comfortable doing that, stand in front of the mirror and touch your body, feeling appreciation for it. Touch fabrics that you enjoy and textures that you enjoy. How can you really bring your senses alive today? So that's the sacral center. So I am expecting to see many people walking like Marilyn Monroe, moving their hips like Elvis Presley, taking long sensual baths and expressing themselves and their opinion slowly but surely. Okay, so that's the sacral. I will see you tomorrow for the solar plexus is the next one out. Just giving you a game away. Enjoy yourself, laugh and play, and see you tomorrow. Bye.